All right, Infernal Blessings. We are back with another video. This one's going to be quick. I know you see the title, so it's kind of going to be a going in video. But it has to be done sometimes just to stay sharp and on point. All right, real quick. If you're interested in a spiritual reading or a consultation, I offer various different types of readings and consultations: Klabothic demonic readings, Santa Muerte readings, Egyptian oracle readings, deity readings to see what spirits, gods, goddesses, and demons walk with you. Shadow work readings, which is always a great reading to do, to kind of see what you got going on around you currently in your life, to kind of see with what you're working with, and to point you in the right direction of what you should be focusing on spiritually as far as your ritual work. I also offer spiritual consultations where you could pretty much focus on whatever it is that you decide that you need to focus on. You can focus on an area of the path. Maybe you got something particular going on in your life that you want to focus on. It can be any of the aforementioned. So if you're interested in any of what I mentioned above, feel free to reach out. KHNUM19@gmail.com. That's KHNUM19@gmail.com. And then if you're interested in either the reading or the consultation, just please specify in your email days and times you're available throughout the week. In addition, please mention your total weekly availability and the time zone that you're in, and I will find a time and a day that works for both of us. All right. Also, if you're interested in signing up for classes, okay, the way to do that is to go to the Primordial Chaos Patreon page located at patreon.com/Baniti, Baniti. That's patreon.com/Baniti, Baniti.com. And in that particular email, when you go to that particular website, if you want to see all the different classes that I do offer, just go to the Patreon page at that address, patreon.com/Baniti, Baniti, and go to the collection section, right at the top in the collection section. If you click it, you will see all of the classes that are ongoing right now. Also, keep in mind when you join, you don't just get access from the day you join moving forward. You do get access to everything in the archives, and that's going back almost 5 years now, 4.5 to 5 years worth of content. All right, that's the way to get in on the classes that I do offer. I also have mentorship tiers on there. Tier 5 being the Red Magus mentorship program. You can log on to that. That's if you're looking for hands-on. You want to take your spiritual path to the next level. You're looking to again not just be a book reader. Kind of what this video is going to be about in essence. Kind of going to get into some of those things. So it will pinpoint you and take you again to areas where you want to do the work, you want to get involved. You just again don't want to be the flash in the pan, quote unquote occultist / magician. All right. So if you're interested, go to the Patreon page, check that out, patreon.com/Baniti, Baniti, tier 3, and that will take you to the page. You can see everything on there. Also, don't forget to check out the social media pages, Primordial Chaos 9 on Facebook. That's all one word, Primordial Chaos 2 words on Facebook, and Primordial Chaos 3 on TikTok. That's the best way to stay up to the latest happenings, what I'm doing, etc. All right. Also, don't forget to check out the Primordial Chaos podcast, available on Spotify and all major podcast platforms. All right. Also, like I said, I will one day this week. Things a little bit normal this week. I want to get on. There will be a YouTube live. There will be an upcoming hip hop occult show. So that's coming at some point this week. I'm going to squeeze it in for sure. So look forward to that. Also, keep in mind, two things. One, I still haven't gotten around. I know some people reached out and emailed me. I did mention in the last video about that we're putting some footage together, some snippets and things of that nature from the conference. So we definitely will be doing that. Fucking moron. We definitely will be doing that. I'm sorry. That's being edited, so it takes a little bit of time, but I know some people had reached out and emailed me. So that is upcoming, so look out for that. Hopefully I can get that done by this week, so just be patient with that. I do have a couple of photos of the site that I wanted to upload today. I'm hoping to get to where I'm headed now and have a little time to sit down and do that. But anyway, neither here nor there. Let's get into the topic, the subject. You see the topic, that's the question. Are you an Amazon, Barnes&Noble, Dollar Tree? I know it's going to sound crazy. Occultist or magician? I'm starting to think some people are. I'm sorry, I got to call it for what it is. Because some people are not understanding, again, how it works. And what am I basing this on? I'm basing this on some of the emails I get with the questions that I get in those emails. Okay? Some of you guys, and I'm just speaking in general, not to anybody particular, but if you, hey, like Shinehead said years ago, if the shoe fits, wear it. So if you get offended, that it must mean it applies to you. And it's not to be judgmental. It is what it is. Got to call it for what it is. All right? Some people think that this is, again, Harry Potter, poof, puff the magic dragon. I'm going to read some books, cast a few spells, light a few candles, and all my problems are fixed. You know what that's like? That's like going to Barnes&Noble. If you have ever been to Barnes&Noble, and I know those places are becoming almost non-existent with the internet and with digital media. But if you remember, and I think they still do today, if I'm not mistaken, you can go into the like New Age section and they sell those wicker starter kits, which are comical. That's kind of like what some people's approach to this path, unfortunately. It's not, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. If you think in your mind, and I say Amazon magician because I know so many people, they just buy shitload of books off the internet, off of Amazon and stuff, and all they do is got a collection of books. That's it. How many times must I say, if you don't apply any of this knowledge, it doesn't matter how many books you think you've read or you think has given you so much information and that you're attaining so much knowledge. I keep trying to tell you it's irrelevant, it's pointless, it doesn't matter. Okay? I want to make that clear. Doesn't matter. So when you're basing things, just as I've said a million times before, there's good shit on the internet. I'm not saying everything bad on the internet. There's a lot of bullshit on the internet. Let's keep it for what it is. Part of it, people are getting confused because of all the different shit that they're reading and hearing about. And you got, look, just as I said, you got your legitimate people on the internet, you got your frauds. You got your get rich, get results quick schemes. Right? I get emails all the time about thinking you could pay somebody to just do shit for you all the time. That doesn't work. Okay? I know people are going to say it does. And I'm not saying there's not people out there that have the ability to do ritual work for somebody. That's not what I'm saying. But some people think they're going to buy their way to their spiritual sovereignty. And that doesn't work either. Okay, so you're either going to get in the game, which is do the work, and understand that there's a process to this, that is not a quick fix. Because as I said before, if anything was that easy, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. I wouldn't even be wasting my time doing videos. I wouldn't need a platform to get information out. None of us would need to do ritual work, shadow work, any of that. We could just do this quick. You know what it's like? Some people come on this path. You know those get rich quick schemes you see on TV, quick investment. The Ponzi schemes and the pyramid schemes and all of that shit is not legit. That's how some people think they're gonna come on this path because they saw some website or some YouTube channel that claim, get all this mystical, strong occult power. if you do this or that, and then they get their feelings hurt and they get severely disappointed because they come to the realization, man, that was a bunch of bullshit. So again, you can't go to Dollar Tree, buy a few candles and cast a few spells, right? That's why I included all those things in the title. Okay, it just doesn't work like that, people. If you're not prepared to get in the game and put in the work, then just, look, I'm going to keep it real. Stay with what you're doing. It's that simple. Don't waste your time coming over here because you're just going to get frustrated that you don't get no results. Why do it to yourself? And then sometimes people get impatient with themselves because, man, I'm doing that. Man, and I've been doing it 3 months. Well, in that 3-month period, how many times you've done? Oh, a couple here. Impatient and inconsistent. Okay? I will continue to have to drive this point home. I don't promote this path as a quick fix-it-all path. But unfortunately, no matter how many times you say that, it doesn't matter. People still take on the mindset, I'm going to become this right out the gate, this dark left-hand path practitioner, and I'm going to have flocks of women, or I'm going to do love spells, or I'm going to have flocks of men and be rich and blah, 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 blah. Not the case. You want to obtain power, it takes self-discipline, it takes control, and it takes a lot of work. There's a responsibility with having occult knowledge. Okay, let me say that again. There's a responsibility to have occult knowledge. Then we got to address the other ignorant bastards that come on this path. All they want to do is destructive work. Yeah, I'm going to destroy everybody. I'm going to kill everybody. Destruction. They're probably the ones that fade out quicker than anybody that comes on this path. As I said before, if you're constantly doing destructive work all the time, there's something wrong with you. That is not normal. Okay? I'm not saying that situations do not arise where that type of work is needed. It's needed. It's part of this path. It exists. It's real. But if you're somebody that's constantly doing that shit all the time, you need to check yourself. Something's not right with you. I teach people to do destructive work responsibly. Believe me, when you're in danger, when you're being harmed, you're in the right, and somebody's wrongfully coming at you, trying to attack you on whatever level, it's open season. You have the full authority to do whatever you feel or deem necessary to protect yourself. So let me just make that clear. I'm not one of those people that just randomly teach people to do dumb shit. Because, as I said before, there's a responsibility when you do that work. I've seen some people tap into spirits and demons and try to do that work, and they went about it all the wrong way, and then all of a sudden, as I said, they start getting old looking. They start to feel sick. They start losing weight. They don't look right. They're losing their teeth. Their body's getting jacked up. Ailments start to kick in. Because usually they've tapped into an energy or a spirit that they're not ready at all on any shape, form, or level. If you think shit is free, there's nothing free that in existence, period. The very air you breathe isn't fucking free. Okay? There's always a price for something, and it's not always money. I'm not talking about free in the sense of monetary value. I'm talking about you will give something of yourself. Part of this path is you sacrifice aspects of yourself. Some people do not get that, and they start dabbling in dark magic, dark sorcery, and dark work, and they don't realize what they're fucking doing. And then they wonder why their life starts to go to shit. Well, that's why. Okay? And again, I don't say things like that. I've said things like this plenty of times. It's not scare tactics. It's not to create fear. It's just being real, because it does exist. Now, I follow that up always with something constructive. If you do your due diligence, you do acquire the level of knowledge and wisdom and understanding you need when doing certain work, and you approach it and your intent is correct, that's going to protect you all the time. Protect you in the sense of you harming yourself, not protecting you from any external forces by you doing dumb things to open yourself up to certain things that you may not psychologically be ready for or prepared. Okay? So that's the way you keep things in order. So I'm not trying to paint the picture like, be afraid, be aware, oh my God, you know, no. But I'm not going to pretend like stuff like that doesn't exist and negative things can happen when people do things carelessly or don't know what they're doing. Again, are you an Amazon, Barnes&Noble, Dollar Tree, Timo, whatever you want, magician? Because we got a lot of Amazon magicians out here. Okay? And again, like I said earlier, if the shoe doesn't fit, don't worry about it. Don't wear it. If you're offended, the shoe fits, wear it. Own that shit. Okay? I'm just going to keep it a buck for you. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that this doesn't exist. And once in a while, we have to be reminded because there's a lot of bullshit out there, people. It's going to get worse as social media is becoming such a powerful force and growing stronger and stronger day by day, month by month, year by year. It's people's virtual reality now. Okay? It's their realm. Without that, some people wouldn't even be able to exist and function. It's a virtual reality that people have embraced as their everyday reality. Some people will go batshit crazy at Facebook and Instagram because they've become, women have become Instagram and Facebook hoes, and some people have become YouTube mega Hollywood stars in their mind with their platforms. I'm saying this, I have a YouTube platform. I don't look at it like that. I look at it as a tool and a vessel to get information out. Not because I have an agenda, not because I'm trying to get you to see things my way. I'm just placing information out there. You do with it what you like. Whether you agree with it, disagree, love, like, or hate it, that's irrelevant to me. But there's some people wouldn't know how to function if their YouTube channel got shut down tomorrow. Because they're using these platforms and these social media outlets where people are addicted to it like crack. People will become superstars in their own mind. And look, we see the internet. We see YouTube is out of control. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All these things, people in their mind have become, look, internet hoes are making tons of money on the internet. Okay, just think if a lot of these platforms went away, what would the internet hoes do for a living? I know some of you are probably saying, well, they'd be hoeing out in the street. We don't know. I'm just saying, it's created, as we in shadow work try to remove the veils and the illusionary aspects of ourselves, it's created more illusionary layers upon layers of who we really are. That's why you've always heard me say over the years, a lot of people are keyboard gangsters and tough guys and tough women when they hide behind an avatar and a keyboard. Which none of them would do that shit if they were in a live venue where they could be seen and everybody knew their name. So the internet has created cowards. It's also created punks and people that hide behind avatars because they know they can get away with that shit. And 99.9% of them would never address or do the things they do on the internet like it used to be back in the days at a live venue, a live class setting. That shit goes out the window. So the internet has given a lot of people false personas. I'm a tough guy. Let me create a fucking dumbass corny avatar name and let me go into a YouTube video and start shit because I'm an idiot. I have no life. Okay? And as I said before, as far as platforms, that's why you don't hear me talk specifically about any platform. I just speak in general. Because my ass, if I don't like something, I just don't go there. I don't understand the logic of somebody that goes to a YouTube channel or a TikTok or an Instagram page and spends all that energy and time hating it. The only reason why somebody would do that is because they're jealous of you and they wish they were you. That's it. It's the only reason why they would do it. If you don't like what somebody has to say, that's their right. They can say whatever they want. Freedom of speech. All right, don't get me started on that. Freedom of speech, right? You're allowed to speak freely what's on your mind, regardless if people agree with it or not, as long as you're not harming yourself, as long as you're not making threats to harm or to damage anybody else, etc. You have to allow people to speak, even if you don't like it. That's irrelevant. You just don't have to agree with it. That is your right. That is your choice. But I'd be damned if I wasted 2 minutes of my time going in somebody else's YouTube channel or platform on social media, spending energy and time hating in there, leaving dumbass comments. Just don't. If you don't like the channel or the platform, just don't watch. That's why you see, and I've been fortunate over the years. I don't really have a problem with that on my channel. I get the occasional knucklehead drifter that's surfing the channels and they come in and they just say dumb shit. I don't waste my time with that. It depends on my mood. I might say something a little hip. I just delete them out the room. I got time for that shit. Ain't nobody got time for that nonsense. That's it. That's it. This is part of the discernment process, understanding yourself, right? And understanding, like, what are you trying to accomplish, and what information is going to help you accomplish that. So I never understood why people just jump from platform to platform and spend all that time and energy in a person's platform that they don't like. I told you, it's because they're either hating on you, they're jealous of you, they wish they were you, so they want to come in there and do stupid shit. But anyway, I know we drifted a little bit off topic. I want to wrap this up in the next couple of minutes. My whole point of this video and this message, get in the game, right? Let me use the sports analogy. Don't be the armchair quarterback, right? We're all of us as sport fans, we're experts sitting on the recliner. Oh man, I would have ran that play, this play, that play. I do that. I'm guilty of that because I'm a huge sports fan. But I'm just using the analogy to apply what I'm talking about in this video. Don't be the armchair quarterback. Get in the game, right? Get in the game. Put in the work. Do the grind. Do that tough work that needs to be done. Okay? Again, you can have 1,000,000 books. You can read them all. If you can't apply the knowledge that you're reading in them books, shit is pointless. Period. Right? You might as well just go get your Wicca startup kit at Barnes&Noble. I'm telling you, we got a lot of Barnes&Noble magicians out here. I'm tired of it. And please, listen. Please. As I said before, be careful. There's a lot of... You got people... Look, the occult and the left-hand path, people are trying to commercialize this and water it down. I'm just going to be honest with you. People are trying to water it. There's so much bullshit out here now in the last 5 to 10 years that didn't exist prior to that. Because what I'm seeing now is what I call a lot of fence straddlers. What is a fence straddler? They want to, stay gray side, stay safe. After I'd say they do the hokey pokey, they put their right foot in, put their right foot out. That bullshit. They mix, or try to. Let me not say they do, because they do it very ineffectively. They tried to mix occult and the left-hand path and dark magic and sorcery with some fluffy new age, Orisha, goddess, god, Kemetic, Ifa, Santeria bullshit. Okay? Which is a telltale sign that they're continuously latching on to shit that's serving. You cannot be a true left-hand path occult practitioner if you still want to go walking around playing Ifa or playing Santeria or Kemetic this and Kemetic that. Okay? We don't label ourselves anything in particular. Okay? That's why I refer to it as a path to self-mastery, because we're not exclusive to one particular thing. Okay? And by all means, I'm not saying my perspective is the only perspective and the right perspective on this. But a lot of the stuff I'm saying that's involved in it, that's bullshit, is fact. I don't care. I don't care if anybody don't like it. It's fact. Because what it does is those of us who do practice the occult and the left-hand path, it kind of, makes others who don't want to be in that category, we get kind of categorized or mistaken for that. Okay? And, excuse me, as I've said before, I don't care for none of that shit no more. You know how many people reach out to me about Ifa and this, that, and the third? Because I've done plenty of videos on it over the years, explaining my experience, showing people how to look at it now from an occult perspective. You know how many emails I get about, I want to learn? I don't do that no more. Stop emailing me about that shit. I don't care. I don't need it. I've elevated past that, beyond that. You, for the very fact that if you constantly can't lead it, you got to stay there, you're not elevating. Okay? You're not elevating. I don't care what anybody says. You can have a difference of opinion, like you're not elevating. Those are spiritual systems of lesser knowledge. They're systems of servitude, not mastery. Okay? Because all of those systems require some form of servitude. I got to give offerings. I got to do this. I got to do that. I'm required. Gotta, gimme, do. Stop it, people. Stop it. Stop being a slave to those systems of indoctrination. It's comical. All right? Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So again, ask yourself, are you an Amazon Barnes&Noble, Dollar Tree, buying a few candles. Fucking magician. Ask yourself. Be honest. Okay? So let's get in the game. Let's not talk about it. Let's be about it. Let's put in the work. Let's be consistent at what we do. Because I guarantee if you're consistent and you put in the work, I promise you nothing but results. Okay? Facts. All right, other than that, that's going to wrap it up for this short rant video. Occasionally, once in a while, you got to do a rant video. Every once in a while, you need to shake the shit out of somebody, bring them back to reality. But you get the point. If you need to reach out to me for a reading, a consultation, information on classes on Patreon, the social media pages, the podcast, all of those links, my email address, the email address, and all those links are in the description box of this video that you're watching right now. All right, that's going to do it for me. Infernal blessings. I am out of here.